Okay, so I was at a karaoke bar until like 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided to take my friends who were all extremely drunk in the back of the car. I'm the DD. I'm always am. I'm very responsible.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
To Cane's, chicken.
Ooh.
So in your
yeah.
case, DD stands for DoorDash driver.
Yeah, I'm a DoorDasher. Yeah. Well, when you have like drunk women in your car, like chanting, like "feed me, feed me," you're gonna go feed them. So,
Yeah, you had a literal little shop of whores in your back seat.
Exactly.
Except
So,
it's spelled with a W.
I was God
W.
damn it! God damn it!
So we get to the Canes, and it's edging on 3 a.m. at this point. And I order what I order. I wanted to get like a Coke, and I wanted to get like a fuck ton of attendees. So the woman's like reading it back to me. She's like, "Okay, so that's going to be like 3 Caniac combos and a large cock."
I'm sorry, what?
That's literally what she said, and she froze like her manager was right behind her. And I think that's one of the top. I think it's gonna be top 3 interactions I've ever had in a drive-thru.
Absolutely.
So sometimes, yeah.
That's
sometimes
I would love it so much if it was just like, so yeah, that's gonna be 235 and a large cock. And then just like 20 seconds of silence and a brand new person being like, "Welcome to Cane's. How can I help?" I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. Lisa just quit. She just ran out.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm with Armando on the struggle bus today. It is Hangover City. I also went to the Dropout company Christmas party, which is very lovely.
All right,
and I got to meet my heroes in a weird way. I got to meet a lot of the Dropout folks that I never met before.
Yeah,
Oh man, that sounds fun.
It's pretty cool.
He got to meet his heroes, the people who sign his paychecks.
That's correct. Yeah, exactly.
The Dropout accounting team.
And that was a really cool spot. It had like the bar and food and everything. It had a taco truck with some really good Al Pastor tacos. And then so I got the free drinks there, and then joined you guys, drank some more, and then went to Cantor's. And man, that was a mistake.
But here's the thing, Andrew. Did you initially join us? Because I feel like there was a second party between the Dropout party and the party that we were at that we invited you to.
Oh my God. Okay. So Armando sends me the address for the party that they're at.
Yeah.
And I just look at it on my like preview screen. So I don't see the second text, which follows up and corrects it at 44 and a half, this address.
No, okay, not corrects it. It's one of those things where it's like, this is the address, but you're going to use the door for this address 1/4 or whatever.
Yeah.
Like a fraction.
Yeah, it's like this and a quarter. So in my brain, which has already had a couple drinks, mind you, I just like looked at the first 3 big numbers. Great. 444. Tremendous. Hey, like come in the open door to a mid-30s couple just having dinner sitting on the couch, and they go, "Whoa!" And I go, "Whoa! I am so sorry. Is this 4? Oh," and then they just point next door, and I'm like, "I am so sorry," and I just slink backwards out and shut their door. And in fairness, lock your fucking doors.
Lock the door. What the fuck?
Dude, Andrew did a B&E.
I did a mild B&E.
It was mostly an E. There was no breaking.
Oh, he broke a little bit on the inside when he realized that he had fucked up so bad.
I would have thrown up and died.
2 people just going, "Whoa!" when you walk into the house is chilling. A chilling.
No one wanted you to be there. Out of the whole equation, no one involved wanted you there.
I didn't want them. Yeah, not even me.
Yeah. No one wanted you to be there. And my favorite part is that for minimum 4 weeks, they're going to feel so unsafe in their home. They're going to feel like anyone could get in there.
In the city of Los Angeles, where the Night Stalker prowled, you're telling me you're not locking your doors, which is a city that had literally 1.5 serial killers whose MO was, well, the door was open.
No. Yes. Yes. It's like, oh, how did the killer gain entry?
Front door.
The front door, which was wide fucking open.
He looked at his phone incorrectly and didn't see the fraction. It makes it even better that Andrew was dressed for a holiday party. So from their perspective, they're eating dinner. They're on the couch. They're chilling. And then a man dressed in all black, including a turtleneck and tuxedo blazer, walks in and just goes, whoa.
I wish I had been screwing on a silencer as I walked into.
You look like an assassin.
Yeah.
That's exactly what an assassin would wear.
That felt really good. And now I feel like shit. And I've realized that I've never asked you this question before to the two of you. What is your go-to hangover cure recipe? The recipe to get you back on your feet? Because for me, it's a breakfast burrito. Mm-hmm. It's a big, sloppy, bacony, salty breakfast burrito that I need to get into my body roughly within 45 minutes of waking up, or the day is ruined, or the day is lost. It's gone. It's ruined. I got that burrito in me stat, and then I was chilling. That was actually really cool for most of the day.
Nice.
Yeah, I say the recipe. You just mean like the combination of things that's going to wrest you away from the arms of a hangover.
Well, if you want, I mean, the full recipe is breakfast burrito, a really long shit where I watch a long YouTube video, a shower, and then I have to change clothes. I have to put on a whole brand new set of clothing, different from what I slept in, and different from what I wore the night before. I don't know why, but it's critical for that to be into it. It's an outfit change. It's like my body is wanted by Grand Theft Auto police and I changed the paint job and the hangover can't find me.
I got to get back to 1 star. We can't be walking around. This is I got a 5-star hangover right now.
Truly. And I stave it off with a long shit, a shower, a breakfast burrito, and a change of clothes. That's all I need to get, and coffee. 1 coffee. That's all I need, and it has to be a latte, and that's all I need to get back on my feet.
What about you, Griff? I've got one, but I wouldn't.
My hangover cure is I don't get hungover.
Really?
Wow, the best defense is a good offense. Sure.
Yeah, I learned a strat from one of my favorite. It's not one of my favorite movies. It's just my favorite lesbian movie, which is to just drink 1 cup of water for every drink you have, and I do that. And I don't get hungover. And then when I get home, I drink a pint of water before I go to bed. And then when I wake up in the middle of the night and my heart's racing because of the alcohol I drank, I have another half a cup of water. And then by the morning, I'm fine.
Wow.
Did you say you're supposed to have a cup of water for each drink you have?
Yeah.
You can't drink that much water. That's 72 cups of water. You're like the wee people that died drinking water. You're gonna fucking drown yourself.
Oh, what a way to go. But yeah, that's my strat. And then if I don't do that because I was being irresponsible, I guess I'll just die.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
How about this died thing?
Caught me slipping. Gonna try again. Respawn. Restart nearest checkpoint.
I'm aiming the rocket launcher at my feet where we're gone.
Yeah, I think I've only been hungover once in my life, and it was in college. So
yeah.
And I was like, well, that's never gonna happen again.
Can you imagine how drunk you have to get in college to be hungover? I don't think just my metabolism refused to get me hungover in college.
Here's the fucked up part. It wasn't even I wasn't even this. Okay, so this was the one time I was hungover, and the one time I threw up from drinking were both the same night, because they both have only happened once. And the reason is not because I drank in excess hard liquor. I wasn't doing shots. What happened was I had 1 cocktail, which is, I guess, very lovingly way to put that when you're in college. And then I drank 3 raspberry Mike Hard's lemonades. And the sugar from those mixing with the garlic parmesan wings I got at Hooters, because they do a buy one get one free on Wednesdays.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, they do. So I'm told.
And yeah, so you buy one get one free. You take it home so you can have lunch the next day.
Yeah. I'm familiar. I've been
or
informed.
You bring your poor friend and they get the free one. which is also what we did. Yeah, so that's the only time I've ever thrown up from drinking and been hungover, was mostly because I had too much sugar in my tummy.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Really quick.
4% alcohol.
Yeah, too much for the amount of sugar that it is, which is really what's killing you. It's the oh god, I feel so old saying that phrase. It's really the sugar in the drink.
Really the sugar that's really doing it.
So what you should do is just drink straight tequila from the bottle.
Yeah.
That's
Turkey Bob that shit.
I have a
Yeah, I got the reverse from your strat, which is for every beer I drink, I also drink a glass of tequila, and that helps the buzz go. Jesus. Also, as a quick aside for this whole 15-minute long intro that we need to end, I'm so sorry. Here's a little history, story, lore drop from Dick City, the comic house that I used to live at. Is one time I walked in
the house of the grayest carpets.
Yes. Oh God. One time I walked in on one of my roommates and a fellow comedian whose name I will not mention, jerking off to a Hooters calendar.
That's the grimmest shit I've ever heard. Wait, yeah, hold on. Griff asked an important question. Together?
What do you mean?
They were both laying side by side looking at a calendar?
Oh, no, this is one person.
Okay.
It's my roommate and a comic, and they are the same person.
Okay.
okay. Yeah,
I thought those were two different people like Griff
yeah,
did.
We went to the
pictured
Hooters.
two guys sitting forehead to forehead.
Sharing.
You get December, I get November. Dude, Christmas comes once a year.
But they came several times. Yeah. It's so crazy. Yeah, they had gone there for the deal you were talking about.
Yeah.
They fed both of themselves, and then they used their last of their rent money to buy a calendar that they then jerked off to. It was a WWE superstar diva calendar thing that we had bought from a Hooters or something, I guess.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the internet existed, right?
Oh, yeah.
This insane.
Yeah, dude, imagine seeing June and being like, I just gotta do it right now.
I can't
That's
wait.
insane. That is actual insane behavior.
Andrew, what's your cure?
I get up in the morning when I've got the hangover. Hangovers are also like T-Rexes. Like, I feel like if I don't move, they can't see me. You know what I mean? You're lying in bed. You're just like, okay, if I don't. And then you got to roll over because your leg's asleep. Yeah. I usually get up. I drink like the biggest thing of water I can drink, whatever it is, out of a flower pot pitcher, whatever. Just like I just guzzle ice cold water.
It's got to be ice cold.
Do the thing where I splash water on my face. I think that only happens in movies and when you're hungover. Like in movies, it's when people are like really looking at themselves for the first time. Mm-hmm. When they take stock, they splash some water on their face, look in the mirror, like things have got to change. And I similarly do that. I splash my face with water, and then the next like things I consume usually are, if it's available. And this is part of Anthony Bourdain's hangover cure, which is a Coca-Cola, ice cold Coca-Cola, a
shot of heroin,
and a cigarette,
a trip to France, and then an apparent suicide.
Yeah. No, his hangover cure was a couple of aspirin, smoke a joint, ice cold Coca-Cola, spicy Szechuan food, and that's a pretty good recipe.
Yep.
But today's hangover cure, I went to Original Tommy's hamburgers here in Los Angeles, and they had a chili cheeseburger that was recommended to me as the ultimate hangover cure. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to put this to the test today. And I went and got it today. And friends, I'm here to reader, it fucking works. That thing, I took 3 bites of that thing, and it changed my core temperature. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like a human being again. And like the chili, it is the most disgusting looking burger you could possibly imagine. You should have to cover your face like it's ortolan. Like you should have to hide from God to eat this thing. It is so disgusting.
No, you have to hide it from yourself.
Yeah, if I caught myself in the reflection of like a passing by car and like the mirror, I'd run into traffic. But man, that thing absolutely just dissolved my hangover like almost instantly. It was incredible. So that's the new LA hangover tip. What's wrong?
What's wrong with me?
Yeah,
nothing. I'm just looking up WWE Superstar Diva calendar.
2018.
I'm prepping for the apocalypse. All right, you guys ready to do this podcast?
Are you smacking down in there?
I'm hitting it raw, baby. Let's go. Welcome, everybody, to the only relationship advice show guaranteed to ruin your relationship. It's boyfriend material.
Yes.
Yes, I am your dehydrated, warm to the touch boyfriend, Armando Torres. And joining me in the physical form, maybe not so much spiritually, is
your very barely corporeal boyfriend, just hanging on the edges of reality, Andrew Rosas.
And I'm your third boyfriend who's noticing that Andrew looks like the boyfriend from a B movie.
The boyfriend from a B movie? Wait,
Yeah.
Jerry Seinfeld's a B movie?
no.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, not like a B tier. Look up husband boyfriend B movie.
What are you fucking talking about?
It's the guy with the mustache.
No, he's not.
There's no guy with a mustache in
You're
B movie.
talking about the dad from Inside Out.
Is that what it is?
The dad
Spring-
from
show
Inside
him.
Out is what Andrew Rosas looks like.
I thought that was the boyfriend from the B movie. I haven't seen either. So
No, the boyfriend from the B movie looks like the actor who plays Kronk.
Yeah, no, it's dad from
yeah,
Inside
so,
Out. Yeah.
Okay, so Andrew, I'm noticing that Andrew looks like the dad from Inside Out. It's a good look.
I thought you meant the boyfriend from like a B tier movie, and that really fucked me up because that's really funny. You look like you could say the lines that you're in love with somebody, but I wouldn't believe it.
That's like one step above. It's like Andrew looks like he could be on the CW. Like,
Playing the 18-year-old.
thank you. Yeah, exactly. Hey guys, aren't you guys excited to graduate next week? But using an electric razor.
You look, we're fucking
shaving my gray stubble. Yeah.
we're fucking joking. But I have seen King Batch play like 3 high schoolers
Bro,
in the
yeah.
last like 10 years. He hasn't
Yeah.
looked like a high schooler in forever. Stop
He was
casting him.
He's in that My Babysitter's a Vampire or
Yep.
whatever movies.
Who is
In that
King
movie,
Batch?
yeah.
That backflip though.
Oh, say no more. I got
Was
it.
he the pocket spaghetti guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in The
Yeah.
Babysitter. He's in Where's the Money? He's in Fear. He's in Rim Job of the World. And then a couple other movies too.
And he is like 2 years younger than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's still playing high schoolers. He's got that Bianca Lawson flow.
I don't
Sean, I don't know what you mean.
For the whites at home, Bianca Lawson is a black actress who's been playing a high schooler since she first appeared on Buffy the Vampire Slayer in the 90s.
God,
Really?
damn.
Her last role as a high schooler was in 2018, I believe, 2017, as a non-speaking character role in, I want to say, American Horror Story.
Jesus Christ.
She's also Beyonce's stepsister.
The truly like the poster child for It Don't Crack.
Yeah, she
Goddamn.
and she's gorgeous.
Of course.
Like she just started playing adult women like 4 years ago,
And she's
it's
like-
always like a young single mom, and she's like, I feel like 40 something.
Yeah, she's like getting AARP catalogs and playing fucking like, gosh, it's so hard to have, a kid as a single mom at 25. It's like, lady, you are 47. That's
Man,
incredible.
Speaking of fucking Buffy, I was at a party last night getting absolutely schmacked. And we played a game called You're Getting Old, where essentially you have a board and it's labeled 1 through 10. And then you take turns pulling cards and it'll say you're getting old if blank. And then you can redeem yourself and move your thing 1 spot back. If you move it 1 forward if you get the old. You can move it 1 step back if you do the redeeming thing, which is usually something like you have a LinkedIn profile, you're the go-to person for technology, something stupid like that.
Yeah.
Eventually, one of the guys we were playing, it goes up to 10. He had lapped himself twice and ended the game at 28. Another friend got it up to 23. My beautiful partner, I think, got it up to 19, and I stayed chilling at 8. I stayed at an 8 for most of the game. I was at a 4. Eventually, I went up, and here's the fucked up part. I think the thing that saved me was not being white. A lot of the stuff had to do with what I would consider to be white shit.
You tell me one white shit?
Yeah, dude, straight up, one of the questions, here's how I got here. One of the questions was, you're getting old if you know how many claps are in the Friends theme song. And I was like, I've never seen Friends. I know that there are claps in it, but I genuinely, that sounds right. Yeah. I don't know how many there are in it. It sounds right. I know. I can tell you the Living Single theme song. Does that help you out?
90s kind of world. Glad I got my girls.
I just there's so much of the shit was just straight up. I'm not joking. One of the questions was, you're getting old if your name is Jessica, Sarah, Michael, or David. And I was like,
the fuck are you talking about?
Melinda. What do you?
Yeah.
Your name. It's you're getting old if your name is Eustace, Joyce, Ethel. What do you?
Yeah.
Bartholomew is ironically you're getting young. That's coming back.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Hortense.
Yeah, and it was so stupid that I was able to keep young forever only because I didn't know shit about white stuff. It was you're getting old if you've seen all of Harry Potter, The Hunger Games, and Twilight. And I was like, I don't. I watched the first Harry Potter. I watched the last one. It's a wild story, by the way, if you do it that.
You're like, oh shit, the boy who lived. Oh shit, the boy who died. Oh shit, he lived again.
You just watch.
You're a wizard, Harry, and you're dead. Okay. Well, he's back. Shit.
Most of that movie, to me, I don't know what the rest of Harry Potter gets up to, but for me, the Harry Potter series is about a boy who finds out that he's a wizard and then finds himself in essentially the Vietnam War for witches. And it's just trying to fight his fucking way out. It's very, what is that movie? Life is Beautiful. That's what it was to me. Harry Potter was a 2-part movie of comedy and tragedy. Shouts out Christopher Columbus, the director, not the guy. So
Chris Columbus, not the Italian genocider.
Christoph Columbo,
the Italian. Man, that's what we should do. No more Columbus Day, Mangione Day.
There we go.
I want Luigi Day. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. We should probably start helping people. It's been 30 minutes.
Yeah. Why not?
Hey, folks. My wife got too drunk at the company Christmas party. To be clear, it wasn't necessarily that bad, but everyone keeps making jokes about how wild she is, or if she's still hungover. For context, the party was 2 weeks ago. She didn't get sick or anything, but she clearly was the drunkest person there and was pretty loud and rowdy. Do I tell her that my coworkers are making fun of her, and how do I get them to stop party shaming my wife?
Damn, did I write that? Sorry. No, wait. Sorry. Did I write that before my current relationship?
There we go.
Yeah, did I write that 2 years ago? That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, it truly sucks to have coworkers that can't hang with a fucking baddie.
Hell yeah, dude.
I think, it
does
suck to have lame coworkers.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I feel like not getting sick is fine. You didn't get too drunk, you just were the drunkest. Every party has the drunkest person there. And
statistically.
Not even statistically, realistically. There is somebody that is the drunkest person there.
Yeah.
Visibly.
Yes. Visibly.
Because for me, I'm generally the drunkest person at any given party that I'm at. However, and here's the dangerous part, you can't tell. You can never tell. Armando Torres will never give up that he's hammered. He will just always be fine.
Have I ever told you guys about how I can't metabolize alcohol, right?
What? Well, maybe. This sounds familiar, but in what way?
I drink alcohol and I throw up cookies. Fully baked.
If I'm drinking, I have to front load it. So I can't have one drink and then wait 30 minutes and have another drink, because if I wait too long between my initial drinks, I will not get drunk at all, no matter how many drinks I have in the night. So like when I started drinking, I have to drink like 3 drinks in like 45 minutes.
Yeah,
like in quick succession.
That's normal.
Otherwise, no, but like I mean, like it doesn't matter how I could drink 10 drinks in one night. If they're too spaced out at the beginning, doesn't matter.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why.
You're saying that you're saying that if you put alcohol inside your body, your stomach gets a hold of what you're up to and closes the floodgates. So you have to just drown it.
Yeah, I have to drown my internal ecosystem in order to fill the like I won't even get tipsy. It's like it's fucked up.
There's one white blood cell just fucking hodoring that shit.
Oh god.
Oh fuck, we should write Osmosis Jameson. I like that. I didn't know that about you. That's wild.
Yeah, that's some pretty wild shit.
That's why I like a green tea shot in 3 of them.
Yep. That's
dude,
that's a Griff classic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bartenders hate to see me coming. And your wife probably too. Here's the thing. If your coworkers are still making jokes about it, I feel like the only thing that's left to do is to dig up dirt on them.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You gotta blackmail your coworkers.
Listen, I forget what it was. You know what? I just remembered what it was. It was the assassination attempt on former President Donald J. Trump.
His future.
That I said, and I'm fessing up to being wrong. I was like, this is gonna change everything. And Andrew said, they're not gonna be talking about this in 3 days. And he was absolutely fucking right.
Yep.
The news cycle just needed one fucking thing to do it and reset the whole fucking clock. That's what you need for your office. You need to, hear me out.
Yeah,
you need to
rephrase.
Diddy one of your coworkers. But not Diddy them, turn them into a Diddy.
Yes.
Yeah, you need get the FBI involved.
Yes.
Something needs to change your office's news cycle. Something needs to come across. Something needs to come over the transom, and it needs to be like something that can push the news of your slightly inebriated wife, partner, to out of everyone's crosshairs. It just needs to be someone else, or something else.
No, I was gonna say do an old CIA trick and load the water cooler with acid, but that's not cool. That's not cool or fun.
No. I'm probably I mean, it's time to put on the pranksman's hat, I believe, and start and dig deep for things like embarrassing stuff, like starting a rumor that like the stinkiest, biggest, unflushable shit was like left in the company bathroom.
The poop shoes.
It's poop shoes. Yeah,
Poop
exactly.
shoes.
You're gonna have to poop shoes your coworkers, and really like, man, James went to the bathroom. God, I mean, they had to call a guy. They had to call a guy. That's how bad it was.
Ooh, yeah, and if you can get your hands on like police caution tape, just set that up outside and be like, "Ooh, oh man, you see James come out of there? They shut it down, dude. You can't even. It's a health hazard."
He's a real shitter.
Man alive, there are men alive in here. Yeah, it's
Oh my god, yeah. Just make James seem like a real big shitter. And then take it a step further. Start getting Hershey's chocolates on your lunch break and then wiping them on his seat. Just like heating them up with your breath, just like a little and then wipe it on the seat, leave skid marks on everything he sits on. Man, I really like this.
yeah.
Fabricating a scandal. Yeah.
Yeah. It's you could also if your office has a gossip, you could like make up a lie, spread a rumor. Nothing detrimental. Maybe something like he's always bragging about that Rolex. It's not real. I looked it up. It's a rep.
That's
And walk away.
funny. That's
I saw the Reddit account that he used to buy it. He it's fake.
yeah. We're talking like C plus tier rumors. Like
Yeah.
nothing. No A's or S's. It's gotta be something because it's gotta be something inconsequential, but ultimately just kind of a little embarrassing. Just like this having a little bit too much to drink at the company party was, which is I'm sorry. Someone getting too drunk in a company Christmas party is an American institution as old as the country itself.
Yes.
Yep.
It is someone's duty to do that. And it is your coworker's duty to shut the fuck up because therefore for the grace of God go they. Okay? And if you've never been the one that's had a little bit too much at a company Christmas party and just had to be poured into an Uber, you're doing it wrong, man.
Yeah. How many times have I disappeared from an old RT company party only to regale you with stories of the last 2 days? Like
Exactly.
like I was a 90s grunge singer.
Yeah. That's how I almost died the baby's death.
Yes. See? Everyone's done it, and if you haven't done it, you're a fucking lame, bro.
Yeah.
You're fucking whack, bro. Okay. I've got an idea. And let me lay one of these on you.
Peel me off one of them.
Peel you off one of these. The next time somebody brings it up, they go, how's your wife? Is she still hungover? You know? You go, what? And they're gonna go, because they got too drunk at the company party. And you go, I didn't go to the company party. What are you talking about? And just stick to the story of like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. We were at home. I have photographic evidence, and then show them a picture of you in your home holding the newspaper for that day, and there's a clock in the background the same time that the company party was happening.
Why would you think to take this photo if you didn't think you need to prove that you weren't at the party?
I take one every hour on the hour, and then scroll through
In a folder that's all pictures of you taking photos on the hour every hour. That's very funny.
I don't know if it's better or easier than starting a fabricated scandal about one of your coworkers, but it's certainly interesting and bound to have more fun ramifications, because what the fuck are they gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't show up in any of the pictures, there's a chance that I listen to cult stuff all day. I read about politics. There is a 0% chance that if you do this enough, one of your coworkers is going to go, I don't think they were at the company party. Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. And you just need the first one, and then it starts fucking
Domino.
rolling, dude.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. You can convince them that you were never there and that they're actually weird for saying that.
Can I peel you off something?
Yeah, peel me off
Please.
one of them.
Try this on for size. I say you turn into the skid. And when they're like, yeah, is your wife, how's she doing? She's still hungover. You're like, actually, I filed for divorce this morning. Yeah, I mean, I just couldn't take it. She's just gotten so out of hand, and I'm devastated. I don't know what to do. We have kids. It's just gone too far. I'm broken. I don't know what to do. Basically have like a breakdown, and so they're like, it completely takes the gun out of their hand.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, are you are you serious? Are you joking around?
how could you even ask me if I'm joking around? I'm like, I almost called in today, but I just needed to get out of the house because I needed to get out of that toxic place.
No, Andrew, it's not a big deal. She was look, we've all been the drunkest one at a company party. You don't need to get a divorce because of it.
It's just been a real tragedy, you know. It's been really sad, and if it's not worth getting a divorce about, I guess it's not worth making fucking jokes about, Steve.
Oh, fuck.
You piece of fucking shit.
Shit, and then everyone stands up and goes, "Yeah, Steve, fuck you, fuck that guy."
Yeah.
And by the way, I heard John shit in the bedroom so bad they shut it down. Fuck you, John.
Did a real paint job in there.
That's vile. Yeah, I think that one's gonna do it. I think to answer your questions in order, because first of all, we never even acknowledged this. Do not tell your wife that they are
No.
making fun of her at the
No.
office.
Under any circumstance.
Any circumstances.
There is nothing you can do that will make that feel better. And
No.
there is no amount of like, oh, they're making jokes about it, but it's like fine. It's not a big deal. It's just like light. There's nothing you can say that moves her brain past. There's people that I kind of know making fun of me. Nightmare scenario. So don't tell her.
Yeah. I try to live my life in a way that people vaguely remember I was in the place.
That's interesting and a thing that I physically couldn't do. By the way, we were at a party last night, and one of the people at the party was telling us that because we had gone to one of their parties where their family was there. And they told me that their mom couldn't stop talking about the handsome, tall Latino man that had made his way to the party. So I'm kind of him, you know.
He's that guy.
I'm him. I'm first of all not forgettable because of my just sheer size and volume of the speaking voice, and the smell, which no one ever talks
No one
about.
talks
Oh
about.
God, I reek. But also the fact that if there's a mom there, I'm fucking Young Gravy, dude. I'm in it. I am unforgettable.
The mom's fallen out over your boy over here.
Yeah. I'm kind of in it. So, you know, I told this person that at the party, I was like, damn, that's crazy. Put your mom's number in my phone.
Tell her so what's up.
I actually did do that. They didn't think it was funny.
You also don't think it's funny.
I think it's hilarious.
No, when it happens to you.
Oh, yes, I do not think that. I do not think that Andrew Rosa should keep joking about how he's going to be my dad. I don't think that's cool.
That's
and
funny because
fun.
I'm not joking.
So first of all, don't tell your wife. Secondly, start a scandal. That's the funnest one. Start a scandal. Start thinking about how you want to make everyone's lives worse, and then do that. Just really stick to it. And I don't agree with you two at all about go like B tier, C tier scandal. I want somebody to get fired. Because here's the thing: you go B tier, C tier, next year holiday party, it comes back around. They're gonna be like, oh, do you remember when Andrew's wife got all fucked up at the last holiday party? But if you get somebody fired, it's gonna be a dark air at any holiday party that year as they remember what happened to Steve.
He's got a hot porn, this guy. We've had terrible things happen at our ex company, but that is the one that has truly stood the test of time.
I don't think anything has unified the company more.
No.
Nothing has galvanized an employee base faster,
More than hot porn.
more faster, and with more intensity than hot.
Than somebody doing what they did. Which, have we talked about it? Is it public knowledge?
I don't know.
It
doesn't. The company doesn't exist anymore. Who gives a shit?
Who cares? But when it did exist, an employee apparently, instead of Googling or searching for the term, tweeted out the phrase hot porn and then insisted that their Twitter account had been hacked.
It was hacked. God.
Which, again, we don't have to do the forensics on this all these many years later, but truly just like hot porn. The qualifier hot is so funny. Like,
That's like going on like your like teenage cousin's PS5 and seeing like soapy boobies. Girls kissing.
Girls kissing,
which was genuinely the third thing I searched for on YouTube the moment I got access. Here's what's fucked up: how you fucking pinged my ass with going on the PS5
PS3 in your case.
Yeah, it was a PlayStation 3 that I found out could have access to the internet and was not very easy to figure out what the browsing history was.
It's so easy.
Caught my ass, dude.
Red for filth.
Oof, Jesus Christ. All right. We've got another question to answer this week. My husband and I can't agree on how to handle Santa Claus. Like they're fighting it.
Yeah, I got an idea. Throw a blanket over him, tune him up with a pipe. What do you want? Give him a blanket party. What do you want to do?
2 in the chest, 1 in the head. That's how you do it. My husband and I can't agree on how to handle Santa Claus. A while ago, you talked about the Switch Witch, which is so evil. And it got me thinking about how I didn't want to lie to my kid about Santa Claus. Now, context for this question, their child is currently 1 year old. So we've got some time.
You got runway.
Okay.
My husband says that Santa Claus is a key part of childhood, but I just hate the idea of lying to my kid about something just to have them eventually figure out that I'm a liar. Am I wrong? What should we do?
I'm team keep the grift going for as long as possible, and once they gain some sort of they'll start to discover around elementary school, maybe before that it's not real, and I think that Santa's not real, and then you just kind of have to like roll with it. When I found out Santa wasn't real, it didn't like bring my world crashing down. It's kind of like inconsequential. I believe.
Really?
But, yeah.
I was devastated. I talked about it on the Switch Witch episode.
Yeah.
I still remember where I was. I was in a drive-through of an In-N-Out, I believe in Baldwin Park, California, potentially the first In-N-Out.
It could have been.
And I pieced it together. I asked my mother. She told me, come on. I mean, think about it. Do you think that sounds like a thing that could really happen? And I thought about murder for the first time in my life. I had contemplated, I got it. Like I understood it. I was, I'm obviously joking, but I was very hurt and really upset. And this part's not a bit. I did cry. Aww. I was very upset. And I was like, also like 8. So it's kind of even more embarrassing to be like an 8-year-old crying because you found out Santa Claus isn't real. And I had so many stupid questions. Here's the worst part is you feel like such a fucking idiot when you have the rug pulled out where you're like, but who was eating the cookies? There was a bite taken out of the cookies. And your mom's like, I did. I ate the cookie. And you'd be like, oh, no. But it was
left the snowy footprint.
But on the presents, it said Santa. And then on your presents, it said Mom. I just wrote a different name on the oh no, God, no. Yeah, it starts to usual suspects around you, but you don't feel like a detective. You feel like a fucking moron.
No, you feel like the detective at the end of Usual Suspects, putting it all together and realizing he's a fucking moron.
Fair enough. Yeah, the mug fucking drops and milk spills all over my goddamn kitchen.
Cookies, crumbs, just shatter. Yeah.
It was fucking insane. Also, this is something that I have thought about as being a very funny idea for a long time. Mm-hmm. The idea that when I was a kid and the majority of people believed in Santa Claus, when we were children and as a collective unit, Santa was real.
Yeah.
There were kids who were never raised with the Santa belief. And I don't just mean like kids that didn't celebrate Christmas. I mean kids whose parents did not tell them that there was a Santa Claus because they didn't want to lie to their kid, whatever. I don't actually know the reason. There was just kids that knew Santa Claus wasn't real. And we treated them like fucking Julian Assange, dude. Being a fucking they were hated. They were hated. They were persecuted. We called them liars. They were whistleblowers, and we rejected them because they spoke what we didn't want to hear.
Oh, God.
And I will not forget about that. So that's a couple things to keep in mind. One on either side of the argument is A, your kid will find out that you're lying and either be like Andrew and find it inconsequential or be like me and distrust in society, authority, and then have like a lifelong issue with being able to trust anybody or anything or any establishment. However, on the flip side, kids who don't believe in Santa Claus are kind of dickheads for the most part.
Yeah.
They suck to be
Yeah.
around and they're hard to be friends with.
Yeah, that's very true. Because no one likes a cynical kid. It's like one of like the
No.
worst things you can see. And bear witness to and be like a cynical kid. That sucks.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
want to imagine that there's some kind of like magic and wonder still in the world. There's no need to like hammer that out of them at such a young age and like set them on a
Yeah.
path for believing in nothing.
And as that cynical kid, who didn't get long to believe in Santa Claus because I grew up in a very religious family. Hear me out. First of all, I don't know how the pace for Gen Alpha is going to go with their access to the internet from believing in Santa to finding out Santa isn't real. So that is also a very scary thing to think about. But I would say that you should tell your kids that their dad is Santa.
Ooh.
He's the real Santa, and all this propaganda about Santa not being real is intentional, so people leave you guys alone.
Wow.
Like you're
Yeah.
like you're in relocation.
Yeah, like you're in witness protection.
That's so funny. The idea that like, no, honey, think about it. The North Pole doesn't make any sense. We live in Burbank. That's like a hub of distribution where dad works out of.
I love this fucking fighting fire with fire, just like fighting disinformation with an opposite disinformation campaign. Very
Yeah, I feel like
funny.
that's more fun. That's way more
That's
fun.
way more fun. I'm team that. That sounds great.
I like
Reframe
that.
the story.
I
Dad is Santa. And he's in
do-
hiding.
He's in hiding. There's bad men who want him. If you, we'll go to see Red One. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah. His name is Jeffrey Bezos.
God, that's really depressing that Jeffrey Bezos is the closest thing we have to a real world Santa Claus. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, the elves piss in bottles, dude.
Aww.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, they have nets outside the windows at the
So reindeers don't kill themselves.
But they're so small they fall through the holes in the netting. No! No!
We're all picturing it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like a little Keebler elf. Okay.
Yeah.
A fucking Keebler falling through. I'm literally, my brain flash forward 2 months later to a rally outside of Santa's workshop and then being like, we the elves of the North Pole declare that we will unionize. And they're fucking Rudolph is spraying them with a hose, dude. He's on the wrong fucking side of history.
This elf is off the shelf.
Oh, God. Holy shit.
So yeah, fight fire with fire. Don't raise a cynical kid.
Yeah, or they end up on a
If it- yeah.
podcast like me.
Yeah, don't raise a cynical kid. If anything, raise a trickster. Raise a real charlatan. That's much more interesting. And
Yeah,
honestly, probably
Way
more
better.
valuable.
And it also means that you have to keep giving them presents from Santa wherever they go, because eventually they're gonna move. They're going to move out, and you're going to have to figure out how to break and enter into their home, Andrew Rose's style, and leave Christmas gifts for them well into their adult years, which is probably going to
Yeah.
include a lot of travel.
I still think it's a solid idea.
I'm not against it. I'm just telling you that it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work that you have to do. I don't know. I don't know that I would actually be happier not knowing that Santa didn't exist. I will say that I don't get the point. Like, why do we do
So
that?
kids behave.
But kids can be, but here's the thing is that, like, okay, they told me that Santa is always watching and that
Yeah.
he keeps a list of who's naughty and who's nice, and he knows when you're sleeping and he knows when you're awake.
Yes.
And I am understanding even now and then of the concept of a surveillance state. Okay.
Yes.
I grew up in Los Angeles. I understand it. However, there are cracks in every system. And I know that Santa Claus is not omnipotent, that he is a functioning guy with a job. I know that the reindeer fly, sure, but I know that there are always cracks in the system. So I can do stuff that Santa would never see. There are spots where
Right.
he would not be able to find out the sins that I'm committing.
Correct.
And so I feel like I could get away with some shit. But if my mom had just said, I give you the presents and I'm grading you every year on whether or not you were a good kid or a bad kid. And if you want to get good presents, you have to be a good kid. Also, again, the whole like, you will be good and that's presents. It's like transactionizing the entire experience of being a good child. This seems bad. Santa Claus seems like a bad idea.
Basically Jesus.
I mean, yeah, he's basically Jesus, but he's not. If you told me Jesus was up there, I would believe that, and I would not sin. I would not sin. I would not commit sin. I would not masturbate. I would do nothing. I would be the goodest boy to ever live.
Armando, you say that now, but what if I gave you a Hooters calendar?
Oh, no! Oh!
Forgive me, Lord!
I'm going back to the old me.
It's that Bugs Bunny meme, but it's just you holding, instead of a gun, it's you holding a Hooters calendar.
Lord help me. I'm about to go back to the old me.
Oh God.
Christ.
We got to make that for the carousel now.
I guarantee you I could find the exact year, the exact make and model of that old spank wagon. Jesus Christ. Okay, I know this isn't funny, but I genuinely don't understand the purpose behind Santa Claus. And I wish that people didn't do it. I wish that and also, here's another one. If you're a parent, all the credit goes to Santa Claus. These kids don't understand how hard you worked for that money.
Mm-hmm.
If you're like my mother and putting me through the world, that sounds bad, putting it through. If you're like my mother and putting yourself through like college and working and raising a kid and you have no money through most of the year and then Christmas fucking rocks, all the credit goes to Santa Claus. I don't know that you were out there working shit. I don't know that you went out there to shop when I wasn't there. As far as I know, I just figured it out. It's because if they believe in Santa Claus, they won't go snooping for gifts because they don't think the gifts are there.
Yes.
That's okay.
it.
Yep.
That's-
Yep.
yep.
It's actually
Nailed it.
protection for yourself.
Yep.
Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, folks.
Well, that's done and dusted. All right.
That's the episode. Lie to him for your own protection, I guess. Hey, if you like this episode and you want us to help you answer your own question, you can send that to midnightsnackcontact@gmail.com. Please put BFM or boyfriend material in the subject line so it is easier for us to find. I do say that I'll read them regardless, and usually I will, but I got some news for you. Our inboxes are getting flooded with people signing up for the $69 tier called Andrew's Good Girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
A thing that you had
I-
to prepare people to be put out into the ether.
Yeah. Just to let them know that something was going to pop up on Instagram and might scandalize them.
Oh yeah. Wait. Hold on. On that note, Andrew, can you thank our good girls by name? Do we have that?
Oh, yeah. We can thank a couple of these good girls. Give me a second.
All right, I'm switching gears now into Andrew's Good Girl mode so I can thank the wonderful people who have donated $69 to get this tier. Thank you so much, Ferret Boy 2. Gosh, I really appreciate you donating $69 to the Patreon tier so you could hear me read just some real smut, just some really good stuff. Also, DA11A5, which looks like Dallas, I think, with numbers.
Dallas.
Dallas, my God. Cannot thank you enough for pledging $69 to this Andrew's Good Girls. You're a very good girl. And I really appreciate you. Dallas, Ferret Boy 2. Thank you.
I can't.
Didn't your girlfriend tell you to turn it off when
Yeah. You sent like a 1-minute preview, and she literally told me to turn it off.
I started playing the preview, and also I made like a little visual aid where it was the the hearth, the fireplace, zooming out.
It's really
with
good.
The Christmas setup. Thank you.
It's very good.
It's really good.
It was I made it special, and I was showing my partner and was like, dude, check this out, and they went, and I quote, good job, but no, and then left the house, not the room, the house, left outside to go.
Yep, that's essentially same here.
And also they came in while I was making the photoshopped album cover for Andrew's Good Girls, which I will also include in the carousel for this week, because oh boy, did I have to look at it for a really long time as I was painting it. If you want to become an Andrew's Good Girl, or if you just want to support the show any way that you can, which by the way, not required, and we appreciate everyone who donates so much because they help us to make this show, but also you don't have to, but if you want to and you can, go to patreon.com/midnightsnacktv. You can also go to www.bigolcocksandicks.com. That's BIGOLCOCKS, and that's ANDDICKS.com. Who's jerking off to this? It's not me.
Maybe it's you. Maybe it's your family.
I wish they had .com.
I know.
More than anything.
Man, I wish they had .freak. Man, I wish they had .freak. So go to Patreon, help support the show. That would be really awesome of you to do so. If you can't, you can always leave us a 5-star review. You can always leave us comments on Spotify. You can always comment on the YouTube videos, a thing I genuinely spend time making every week. I almost said month. And I'm going to get better about putting them up on time. That's my bad. And if you want to find me on social media, you can. I'm at Mondo Does Stuff. That's MANDO Does Stuff, all one word. I will be in Minnesota December 18th at 8 p.m. I will be in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, December 20th at 9 p.m. Thursday the 26th at 7 p.m. and then a different show at 9 p.m. both in Minneapolis as well. That's going to be fun. All that's on my Instagram at Mondo Does Stuff, MANDO Does Stuff, all one word. And then I'm the same on Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, Blue Sky, all that shit. Andrew, where can people find you?
You can find me at andrewrosas.ig on Instagram. Also on Blue Sky and various other places. But yeah, quiet landing here at the end of the year, not doing much other than recording that wonderful smut you love to listen to.
Shut up.
To get in your freak ears. You love to hear it. Again, once again, thank you for that, and thank you to the subscribers for that. But happy holidays, Merry Christmas from me to you. We're closing out the year here strong, and I really appreciate it. Griff, what do you got?
I am the _indoor kid at all platforms that allow an underscore, and if they don't, just take it out like on Blue Sky. And I'm chilling.
Yeah, we're chilling. We're Jay chilling. This is the super holiday this year, right?
What?
Yeah, Hanukkah's last day is on, I believe, Christmas. Is it not? Yeah. No. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It starts on Christmas. December 25th is the first night of Hanukkah this year.
Oh, okay.
Can you believe this up?
What I said?
What I'm about to say? I can't believe they're
Subscribe to the $500 tier if you want to hear Griff's joke just then.
I gotta go call my booby. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. We love you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Mwah.